Alicio and Adriana Ataide and their 3 children had lived in a Burbank apartment for more than a decade when they heard about a Habitat for Humanity development in 2010. More than 100 Burbank residents expressed interest in the low-income housing development of 7 townhouses and 1 single-family home, but only 8 qualified families would eventually get to move in.
I told my wife, if it happens, that will be great. And if it is not going to be for us, then some other family in need will have it. So luckily for us, and it was a blessing, on 2011, they told us that we were one of the families receiving a house through Habitat and the City of Burbank.
In January of 2011, the 8 families got the word about what was being called the Keeler Elliot Homeownership Development. The effort was a partnership with the City of Burbank Redevelopment Agency, the Burbank Housing Corporation, and Habitat for Humanity of Greater Los Angeles.
Out of a certain amount of families, we were one of the ones workshops, and now we were finally getting to have the American dream, to have a house, and that was a very special day for us, a very memorable day.
Sandra Leva, along with her mother and son, also made the cut. She says it was a long process, but well worth it, taking more than a year from the time she was first notified of the program by mail.
When I read the letter, they say for residents of Burbank, they want to buy a house for families that are low income. So I said, why not? Maybe I qualify for that program. So that's why I interested when I look in the letter. So I said, okay, let's go try what happened.
And each of these families are going to be awarded a home.
From this scene in January 2011 to the time they moved in, about 13 months had passed. But the excitement that night never seemed to subside during that journey.
We come from a large family, but we are trying to find our own way and have a home for ourselves. And it's just me and Kaylee, and we love doing things together, and we just want a place to call our own.
For any family to have a place to live that they call home is one of the greatest things that could happen to any family in any part of the world. And we really thank the City of Burbank and Habitat for Humanity for this opportunity. It's a great experience for us. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
There was no doubt the property at Keeler Street and Elliott Drive was in bad shape, located in the Peyton-Grismer Focus neighborhood where efforts have been made by local government and nonprofit organizations to upgrade the area.
With the exception of that corner house, those 3 properties there were in such bad shape. There have been so many illegal additions, so horrible, conversions. It was a state of blight that we don't often see in Burbank. And our job has always been to eradicate substandard housing and blight. But in this case, right from the very beginning, we, the agency and Burbank Housing, had a dream that perhaps these parcels could be best utilized to provide home ownership opportunities in that neighborhood, kind of capping the entire effort that is going on in Peyton-Grismer. And of course, Habitat was the 3rd partner that we needed to make this happen.
The property was in bad shape, but not too far gone to give the Burbank Fire Department a place to train before they tore it all down. In March 2011, Viking Demolition cleared the way for construction. The development would soon be providing home ownership opportunities to very low-income families and contribute to the stability of the neighborhood, developing long-term stakeholders and instilling pride in ownership. By May, they had reached another milestone marked by a wall-raising ceremony.
I would like to say that we're all very excited with this project. This means a lot to us. The possibility of owning a house, to own a house, it's a dream for many families. But for us, this is an opportunity that this dream don't become a nightmare, And so far, this means for us to see our kiddos grow up in a place, share with our neighbors, and it's going to be a great thing for us.
The 8 families would get 30-year no-interest loans from Habitat for Humanity, and in return would put in 500 hours of so-called sweat equity.
And 15, 16, yeah!
Many individuals and groups volunteered on the Keeler Elliot Homeownership Development, including the Burbank Board of Realtors, who spent a day in August 2011 making some major progress on the single-family home known as Centennial House, named for Burbank's 100th birthday that year. It had gone from this to this artist's rendering to this in about a year. The families got the keys to their new homes a couple of days before Christmas 2011. Sandra Leyva, her mother, and her son have been here for about 2 years now and say they couldn't be happier. She and the 7 other families were assigned the final location within the development. Leyva and her family were assigned Centennial House.
That's why when I received the surprise, I said, wow, this is true. This is true. So this is amazing, amazing, because I never imagined has a house in the city of Burbank, where it's a good neighbor, good city, and everything is good in the city.
The Ataide family of 5 was assigned a big townhouse with 4 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms. They seem to have settled in nicely as well.
You know, before I got in this house, I told my husband, you know, I don't care if you need to buy here in Burbank a little apartment, 1 or 2 bedroom, but I want to live for rest of my life and here in Burbank. Oh, you're crazy, they say, it's too much money here in Burbank.
And after a hard day of work, living on a daily stress of life, coming to a place that you call home and forget about everything but your house and your family, that's the most important thing.
Reporting from the Peyton Grismer Focus neighborhood, I'm Peter Musurlian with the Burbank On Demand cover story.